Now, I don't have the best relationship with my mother-in-law. Since day one of meeting her, she's tried to make remarks and compare me to her. That's a weird start. She then tried to get on my good side and started overly praising everything I did, and sometimes even copying me. Like this one time when she dyed her hair purple just like mine, and everyone pointed out how ridiculous she looked. She then blamed me and accused me of trying to make a joke out of her. Like, what? So anyways, my wife and I took 2 weeks off work to go visit some places out of the country for a vacation. Thing is, I was the one who saved up and arranged for the trip. My wife's mom wanted to come along and threw temper tantrums when I said no. She called, texted, and even sent people to talk me into letting her go. She even threatened to call the police and make up some complaint to get us to stay if she couldn't go. My wife said that we should just take her, but I told her she was wrong. Why would she even tell her about the trip in the first place? She then gave me an ultimatum. My wife said she wouldn't go if her mom couldn't come. So I told her I'd gladly call her bluff, which made her take her words back and say, fine, I will tell her to stop because we won't take her. From there, things got a lot quieter, like suspiciously quieter. The day of the trip came and we got to the airport at 2 p.m. My wife was walking ahead of me and was looking left and right like she was looking for someone. I asked her, but she didn't respond. She led me to the waiting area and first thing I saw was her mom standing there with her luggage. I froze in my spot. I felt a cold wave washing over me and I was fuming inside. She and my wife were hugging and that's when I quietly turned around and started walking towards the exit. My wife followed me while shouting at me to stop. She tried to stop me, but I told her off in the harshest way possible. She tried to say I was overreacting and that her mom was there anyway and I should let it go and not mess the trip up for us. I told her that she and her mom could still go because I was going home. I went home and sobbed into my dog's fur for several minutes. Turned out she booked her a ticket without me knowing, and an hour later she came home yelling and raging about how pathetic and spiteful I was to walk out and go home and ruin the trip last minute. I told her she caused this to happen, and she responded by saying I was being too hard on her mom and it's ridiculous. I refused to fight anymore, but she kept on berating me and then called my family to tell them that the trip was canceled and that it was all because of me. My family said I shouldn't have ruined it for myself and should have sucked it up and done my best to enjoy it. Did I really overreact? Was I in the wrong? What do you think?